It's a brand new exemption under Section 4A6 of the 33 Act. And that's the kernel of importance for the Jobs Act, was to recognize that they needed a new avenue for small business and startups to get access to capital. Crowdfund is essentially money is coming from the crowd, capital is coming from the crowd. This is very limited in the amount of capital that you can raise. It's going to precede our venture round in almost every circumstance. I can't imagine anybody doing a crowdfunding capital raise afterwards. So they recognize that small business is where the job creation occurs. Congress was so desirous of creating or perceiving to do something about the unemployment rate. What are the threats to the investors? What threatens an investor from making a good decision? Okay, so we created the gatekeepers. The gatekeepers are the registered broker-dealers that exist already in the market and a new entity called a funding portal. It's on the intermediary to make you, before you get access to the portal, to go through an educational process and click through that and say, okay, I get it. Because the chat rooms that are going to be available, they do not want people who are just tire kicking or window shopping and have no commitment to the process. But they really wrote, I believe, we believe in this, and have done their very best, I think, to balance investor protection with the desire that everybody wants to see this happen. I mean greed in the best way, in the sense that it's appetite. There is an appetite for this. We see it a lot, and I'm briefly just going to cover the facts of Oculus. I don't know if you guys know about this, but in the fall of 2012, Oculus came out with a product that's a virtual headset, but they raised $2.5 million on Kickstarter. 6 months later, they got $16 million on their Series A round with Spark Capital. They got $75 million on their Series B round, and they, this last 2 months ago, were sold to Facebook for $2 billion. The people who contributed $300 to the Kickstarter campaign got t-shirts, posters, and development kits, which won't be any good anymore. Had they participated in this in an equity basis, they would have walked away with $44,000 in cash.